Welcome back to another edition of Arizona Wildcats Insiders Podcast. I'm your host, Troy Hutchison, and we are in the month of October, which means Halloween, means Arizona football, means great fall weather here in Tucson, and it means basketball is right around the corner. There's a lot happening on campus right now, not to mention Arizona softball is in their fall ball schedule. Arizona baseball is in its fall ball schedule, and Arizona soccer and volleyball are rolling as well. A lot's happening on campus, but let's talk about the Arizona Wildcat football team. Right now, they sit with a 4-2 record. And I don't know about you. Not a lot of people had Arizona at 4-2 at this point in the season. I think I saw a lot of 3-3s at this point, some 2-4s. It wasn't looking pretty, but Arizona has exceeded expectations. Yes, that's right. Exceeded expectations. I'm sorry, Arizona fans that are upset with how the football team has played thus far this year. They're in a bowl position. They are 2 wins away from a bowl game. Yes, the loss against BYU hurts, but if you're going to ask yourself honestly, in all honesty, going into that game, did you think Arizona had a shot in hell at winning that? I'll wait. Ask yourself, I'll wait. And I'm going to be honest, the answer is no. You talk to a lot of U of A fans, and you know what they said? Man, I hope it's close. I hope it's close. I don't know. Don't feel confident in this team. They were down 14-0. And I can already hear, typical Arizona. Typical Arizona. And then scored 24 unanswered points to take a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter with around 8 minutes left in that game. And not a word from Arizona fans. Hell, there weren't a lot of fans at the stadium, to be honest. Yes, it was probably the best attended game thus far, but it was still a pathetic showing by the fan base. Got to do better than that. Got to do better. There are more BYU fans at times than Arizona fans. And I know, there's always an excuse. Oh, 6 o'clock on a Friday. What about high school football? Please stop. Oh, it's noon. It's hot as hell outside. Please stop. It's always hot. Deal with it. Oh, 7:30. It's too late. Please stop. This was a 5 o'clock kickoff. What's the excuse? Oh, there's some rain. Come on. Anyway, let's get back to football because that's a whole nother issue. The whole entire attendance has been horrible this season. This team's playing very well and deserves the support of the community. Anyway, so Arizona's sitting at 4-2. They're going to be hitting the road against Houston. They're in perfect position for a bowl win. Bowl game berth. Yes. Like I said, the BYU game was questionable. I thought some of the decision-making, especially taking a knee, with 19 seconds left and 2 timeouts, I didn't like that decision. We heard Brett Brennan's reasoning, and he gave his understanding of it. I get it. I still don't like the reason. I still would have liked to have seen one play, a quick slant, quick 7-yard out, get the ball out. Hell, run up the middle, see what you can get on a gash run. You have 2 timeouts. I mean, I would have liked to see it a little bit more, try to get in field goal range, or even better yet, try to get in Hail Mary range and let one fly and see what Noah can do. But that didn't happen. Arizona fell. BYU played a very good last 5 minutes of the game and in overtime. The refs screwed Arizona on a pass interference penalty in the end zone. The second one to Michael Dansby was not one, and that would have been game over. That was a horrid pass interference penalty. Came from the backline judge that has no business making that call. Hadn't thrown a flag all day, and then he decides to throw 2 questionable pass interference penalties, and the second one being an absolute bonehead call. Anyway, so Arizona loses that game. They're in bowl position. As you look at the national media actually likes the Cats. When you look at this watered-down Big 12, it's not a great conference, people. It's not the Pac-12 in 2023 where Arizona went 9-3 and then won their bowl game going 10-2. That Pac-12 was loaded with teams. You're talking about a USC team that had talent, that everybody thought was going to be national championship contender going, I think, 7-5. You have Washington, who played for a national title game. Oregon, who looked like a team that could play for a national title game. You had Utah was, if I remember correctly, okay. Oregon State was very good. UCLA was ranked for most of the year. The Pac-12 was loaded. Absolutely freaking loaded. This Big 12, you got Texas Tech. That's a tremendous team that I think could win a national title. And you have BYU, who's a very good team. And then you have that 3 through, I would say, about 8 range, where everybody's kind of right there. Yes, including ASU. I'm sorry, you're not that good. You're not that good. And a lot of injuries have happened this season for the Sun Devils. But Arizona's in that mix, that 3 through 8 range, where you're like, I could see it going this way. I could see it going that way. So there's a lot of mediocrity. And then you have a heaping pile of crap, which is, Oklahoma State is definitely in that mix. Definitely in that mix. Kansas State is there right now. Could they be better? Certainly. West Virginia, a lot of injuries. First year with Coach Rodriguez, they'll be bouncing back soon. But that's kind of your heaping pile of crap in the conference. Anyway, if you look at the national perception of Arizona football right now, CBS Sports has Arizona going to the Holiday Bowl versus Virginia. So you're probably looking at 7-5, 8-4. College Football News has Independence Bowl, about 6-6, 7-5. Arizona playing Tulane. ESPN, they have 2 predictions. They have 2 analysts doing it. Forget the names, but they do have 2 analysts. First one, Frisco Bowl, Arizona versus UTSA. Again, 6-6, 7-5. Second one, Sun Bowl, Arizona versus SMU. So you're looking about 8-4, 7-5. On SI has Arizona going to the Sun Bowl versus SMU. 8-4, 7-5. USA Today, Sun Bowl versus North Carolina State. 8-4, 7-5 again. So when looking at all that, things are not that bad, U of A fans. Brennan is not doing a horrible job. You look at the 4-8 record that he had his first season. Yeah, that was underwhelming, unexcusable, and a poor coaching job by the whole entire staff. They revamped the staff. They get more talent in. Brennan changes things up. The mentality is different. They don't have to tippy-toe around stuff with players trying to enter the transfer portal. The mentality is different. The attitude's different. The demeanor's different. And you're seeing the results pay off. This is a very good coaching staff with a coach that is growing. Is Brennan great? No. Is he bad? Hell no. You win at San Jose State, you're not bad. Google it. He won at San Jose State. And not a lot of people do that. Is he average? I think he's a little bit above average. He has room to grow. He's no Jed Fish right now. Sure. And you can hate me for saying that, but Jed's a damn good coach. But can he grow into being a good coach? 100%. So as we look at how Arizona has done this season, and you look at the remaining schedule, stay with me. You look at the remaining schedule. This weekend you have Houston, who I think is not very good. I don't think Houston's a very good football team. I think Arizona's going to dog walk them. They're going to beat them by double digits. You heard it here first. 5-1 Houston is not who they think they are. They barely beat Oregon State. They had to come back against an 0-6 complete crap Oregon State football team. Houston is not very good. So I got Arizona winning that. On the road at Colorado. That's an interesting environment. We got to see the kickoff time. I think probably Colorado gets that one. Folsom Field is a tough place to play. Then Arizona comes back home against Kansas. Kansas can't play defense worth a damn. And their offense is very inconsistent. It's fast. A lot of motion. But this Arizona defense is very good. This is the second best defense in the Big 12 behind Texas Tech. It's better than BYU's defense. You can get mad at me all you want. It's better than BYU's defense. I have Arizona winning that game. So that puts them at 6-6. Then they go on the road to Cincinnati. Cincinnati's playing some good football. Early in the year, I had that as a win. I got that as a loss now. Cross-country trip, probably going to be early morning. Bearcats playing really good football. I like the Bearcats in that game. Then you come home and you play Baylor. Baylor has not been impressive. I got Arizona winning that game at home. If it was at Waco, In Waco, I'd probably have Baylor. And then it's the duel in the desert. And let me tell you this, people. That's going to be a battle. That's going to be a very close game. It's closer than what the people up north think. ASU is not as good as what they think they are. And for Arizona fans, Arizona is not as bad as what you think they are. That's going to be a battle. As of right now, even though ASU has injuries, I do have the Sun Devils winning that. But Arizona goes 7-5. And I could see Arizona beating ASU easily. Easily could see that happening. But I have Arizona at 7-5. What does that mean? Welcome to the Sun Bowl. I think it's going to shake up where Arizona goes to the Sun Bowl and they face North Carolina State. Now, Arizona hasn't been to a Sun Bowl in a very long time. And if I remember correctly, and you can correct me, I think the best they've ever done in a Sun Bowl is tie in a Sun Bowl against Georgia. Might have been Georgia, might have been Auburn. It was one of the SEC schools. But the best they've ever done is tie in a Sun Bowl. 8-4, 8-5 don't sound too bad after going 4-8. Get momentum, get to a Sun Bowl, win a Sun Bowl. Recruiting goes up. Next year, a lot's coming back. You add through the transfer portal. There's talent in the recruiting class. Watch out. But that is what we have. Arizona Wildcats on SI. We have Arizona going to the Sun Bowl this year at 7-5. Be sure to follow us, Arizona Wildcats on SI, on our Twitter account at Arizona Wildcats on SI, or follow me, Troy Hutchison, at THutch1995, and we'll have more coverage leading up to kickoff on our website.